This problem that we're going to do now is going to be 2,429 divided by 3. Okay? This time I'm not going to draw my circles. I'm just going to go straight to my box. Okay? Now, the first thing you do every single time is I want you to write your multiples. Okay? Write your multiples every time. You're writing your multiples of that number you're dividing by. So in this case, it's going to be 3. So let's write our multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw my box over here. Of course. Great. Bye. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make my box and make it be my place value chart. I do want you to practice writing thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, just so you kind of remember what that is to help you. So I have 2 thousands, 4 hundreds, 2 tens, 9 ones, and I'm dividing by 3. So I want you to think. Now, really, whenever I say what's the first number that's bigger than 2, which is what we have, what you're really doing is dividing. You're saying 2 divided into 3 groups. Okay? So what's the first number that's bigger than 2 that's a multiple of 3? 3. Just put your finger on it. How many numbers are above it? None. I can't give anyone $1,000. I can't give anyone a $1,000 bill. I don't have enough. Right, so if I gave each of these 3 people 0 of them, how many did I use?
0.
I used 0 of them. So how many are left over? 2. So now I'm going to take these 2,000, and I'm going to have to break them up so that they fit in my hundreds place. So how many thousands, or no, how many hundreds do I get for my 2,000? 20 plus the 4 I already had.
24.
So now I have 24. Okay? So what's the first number that which of these is the first number that's bigger than 24? Yes, ma'am. 27. Put your finger on it. How many numbers are above that number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means I can give each of them 8. I can give each of those 3 circles 8. If I give each of them 8, that means that it's 3 groups with 8 in each one, which would be multiplying 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is what? 24. So how many did I use?
0.
I used 24. How many do I have left over?
0.
0. I have none left. So how many hundreds can I break apart and put in tens?
0.
0. I have none to bring over. There's nothing left for me to bring over. I've used all of them. So here, if I have 2, what's the first multiple of 3 that's bigger than 2? Yeah, what's first multiple of 3 that's bigger than 2?
3.
3. Well, I agree, 6 is bigger than 2. But is there one that's the first one? No, going down the list, 3 is the first one bigger. So how many numbers are above that? 0. There are no numbers above that. So how many did I use? 0. So how many do I have left?
2.
How many do I have left?
2.
I have 2 left. Okay. So here, if I have 2 tens and I want to break it up into ones, how many ones do I have?
29.
I have 29 now because I have 2 tens that I broke into ones, which was 20 plus the 9 I already had. So it's the first one of these that's first multiple of 3 that is bigger than 29. Yes, sir.
30.
30. Put your finger on 30. How many numbers are above it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I put 9 in 3 groups, in the first group there's 9, in the second group there's 9, in the third group there's 9, how many did I use? The first group is 9. Skip count by 9s. 9, 18, 27. So how many did I use? 27. I'm going to give you a little hint here. They're literally right here. It's literally these numbers. So if I used 27, how many do I have left over? 2. That's my remainder. Those are my leftovers. They're the ones that poor little guys don't fit in a group. So do you see how sometimes I can have where I can't put any thousands or I can't put any tens into my groups? There's not enough of them. And that's okay, but you have to make sure you tell me 0 thousands, 0 tens. Okay? Now, how do I make sure that this is the right answer? Check it how? Multiply what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 9 times 3 is? 27. 3 times 0 is? 0. Plus 2 is? 2. 3 times 8 is? 24. But man, that's not the same number that I started with. I have to add in my remainder. I'm so glad you remember. 7 plus 2 is 9. 2 plus nothing's 2. 4 plus nothing's 4. 2 plus nothing's 2. Now do I have the right answer? Yes. Yay, we all get 100. So if I want to go back and actually answer, this question, 2,429 divided by 3, what is my answer? 809. Is that it?
No.
809 what?
Uh,
Remainder? 2.